Warning, warning, a degenerate has been exposed. They are not just a furry, they are also a zoophile. This is some cringe shit right here. Finally, I have an actual commentary video topic. I can stop uploading Roblox videos now. Oh man, just as I thought that my fate as a Veshremi clone was sealed, Lanza comes at me with another amazing documentary. Now, if you don't know who Lanza is, he's basically a YouTuber who makes these long videos in which he covers a wide range of internet controversies. He's kind of like Turkey Tom, but without accusing other YouTubers of being groomers without any evidence. And recently, Lanza has released another amazing video titled Zrcalo, a wolf in sheep's clothing. And in this video, he covers a furry called Zirkalo who was outed as a zoophile. And you know that when someone is exposed as a degenerate, I will be there to fucking pummel them in the ground, especially if they are a fucking furry or zoophile, because I fucking hate these motherfucking zoophiles and these motherfucking furries! Now, the reason why this story initially broke out is because Zrcalo was running a popular Twitter account, Transphobes Taking L's. But the thing is that this fucking story, it goes deep. It is such a deep story that it makes Lana Rhoades' vagina look shallow. Now, Zrcalo has been on the internet for over a decade now, starting out as a furry artist, and their artwork is, pretty interesting, to say the least. I'm unable to show you what exactly is going on in this image, but according to Lanza's description, it's just like some cannibalism vor fetish thing. It's just fucking retarded. Their degeneracy would not be limited to just a bunch of weird furry artwork, but also to messages like this. I want to my boyfriend, but I'm not quite sure how this would work. Force a condom on him, then rape him. So yeah, they are clearly a person suffering from a severe mental disorder, and I would honestly have them lobotomized and lock them up for the rest of their life. Zrcalo would then go on to join several alt furry communities, which is basically just a bunch of furry Nazis. Although I'm not exactly sure how this works, because I'm pretty sure if these Nazis met these furries, they would put them into the oven like they did with 6 million Jews. I'm going to read out some of the messages that they sent. And I honestly don't care if this video gets demonetized, because you have to see it to believe it. Like, these motherfuckers are legitimately delusional. Corpses don't burn that fast. Also, why are there so many bodies if people say they were all burned up in the ovens? Could it be that they didn't burn them all? The oven theory came about because they couldn't find enough bodies for the 6 million number. It's about as, as intelligent as a fucking alt furry could get. Now, after the zoosadism leaks came out, which I'm not going to even dive into for the sake of my own mental stability or what's left of it, Zrcalo started a Telegram channel titled ZSIS, whose intention, according to him, was to expose all these terrible zoophiles and zoosadists. Sounds like a pretty good thing, right? Exposing all these people who rape dogs, just for their own sick pleasures, yeah? Well, it is, until you read what his true intentions were. Lol, I'm going to try to break the furry fandom and I'm going to see if it works. Either the lefties will eat each other for working with me and working with us, or they'll work with us and tarnish their know-something image. If they refuse to work with us, it will look like they're protecting zoosadists. And if you thought that this whole thing couldn't get any worse, well, it turns out that this anti-zoophile Telegram channel included actual zoophiles. ZSIS is pretty much full of zoophiles, plain and simple. Just ban zoo discussion because yikes. This guy has confirmed publicly on Twitter that within this anti-zoophile community, there are zoophiles. What a motherfucking hero, bro. Allowing zoophiles to be within a community that seeks to destroy them. Oh my god, man. This guy is so much better than Jesus Christ himself. However, and you may be once again surprised by this, it only gets worse. The morality about zoo isn't even something that even is relevant to debate in this regard. It's important to communicate and aid the community that is facing this terrible thing. To exclude zoophiles would be to shoot oneself in the foot. Work needs to get done, period. So you started the group ZSIS to get rid of zoophiles, yeah? That was its aim. But at the same time, publicly on Twitter, you say that you don't want to get rid of zoophiles. Which fucking side are you on? Are you on the side of people with common sense, or are you on the side of people who should have been aborted a long time ago? So now let's transition to the transphobes posting else account era, because this is where things, well, just, once again, get worse. So Lanza did his own investigation into the account, and he found out that one of its moderators was a zoophile. I'm not going to go into further detail about this whole investigation, because there is so much to cover, but eventually it led Lanza to a Google Doc which exposed Zrcalo as, surprise surprise, a zoophile. Now though, I only date people who know I'm a zoo. That was my mistake the other times. Nothing like having sex with someone and in your head, a headmate is like, no, I don't like humans, please stop. Also, one day when I'm horny, you will hear me rant about how I want to get railed by a dog. I have nothing to say about that, apart from, what the fuck? And it gets even worse than that, because it turns out that Zrcalo also flirted with a 16-year-old while he was 34. I don't think my brain can handle anything outside of me dating you and me being protective of victim's name is censored. That's understandable. I like all of our friendship anyway. I'm very protective of victim's name. Victim's name is Soft Boy. I want to beat him. J what? Okay, is this like fucking some roleplay? Like, I have no idea what is going on in the last part, but, from everything I've read up until that point, it cannot be good. I've also come across a thread on Kiwi Farms, which reveals the scope of Zrcalo's degeneracy. Overview of Zrcalo's awfulness. Friend of Doug Spink, the animal brothel and coke smuggler felon, who started an acceptance movement for zoophilia. Draws snuff porn that shows cutting off the head and fucking the neck hole. Kept real birds he abused for fun, while enjoying real animal vor, although he vehemently denies it. Helped run the Alt Furry chat, friends with Casey Lan Gilbert Horeth, let children be groomed in the group. Covers up child sex grooming by his friend Austin Blumiere Dalganish or something, who closed the Alt Furry chat after being caught. Steals credit for outing Wolf and Kiro, who were part of the ZSIS leaks. Used Wolf's dead puppies for trolling. Doxed and harassed a teen with an anti-zoophile account for months, until he took control of it, and uses it to fuck with zoo hunters. So, in conclusion, human rights don't apply to zoophiles, so it's a free-for-all. I'm going to leave the links to Lanza's video, this Kiwi Farms thread, and also the Google Doc in the description, because you have to see it to believe it. But anyway guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching and for all of your support. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, turn notifications on. Please comment because it really helps me out in the algorithm. Also, join my Discord server and follow me on the cesspit known as Twitter. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Fucking bye bye.